Hello, everyone. I guess people are yet joining, and I'm going to wait for another 1 minute, and then probably we can start with our webinar. Hello, everyone. Hi, Anju. Hi, Naseeb. Okay, so I guess almost everyone have joined. So hello everyone, मैं आपकी होस्ट श्रद्धा वेलकम यू ऑल टू आवर 5 पैसा लाइव वेबिनार। सबसे पहले विश यू ऑल अ वेरी वेरी हैप्पी गणेश चतुर्थी। जैसे कि हम सब जानते हैं कि गणेश जी विघ्नहर्ता है और साथ ही में बुद्धि के देवता भी है। हर रोज ट्रेडिंग में हम चाहते हैं हम सारे विघ्न दूर करें और लेकिन उसके लिए विघ्न दूर कैसे होंगे उसके लिए नॉलेज की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत होती है। बहुत बार मैं आपके कमेंट्स पढ़ती हूँ जहाँ कई लोग मुझसे ये सवाल करते हैं कि श्रद्धा आप ये जो टेक्निकल कॉल्स दे रहे हो ये सारे जो शेयर्स इतने में बाय करने हैं या शेयर्स इतने में सेल करने हैं उसके पीछे स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होती है। तो दोस्तों आपके ये सारे सवालों के जवाब देने के लिए हमारे पास है एक्सपर्ट मिस्टर विशाल मेहता।
Hi
सो हाय
Shraddha, how are
विशाल,
you?
हाउ आर यू?
I'm good. How about you?
आई एम ऑल्सो गुड, विश यू अ वेरी वेरी हैप्पी गणेश चतुर्थी।
Same to you.
ओके, सो बिफोर वी स्टार्ट विद आवर सेशन, दोस्तों मैं आपको एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन देना चाहती हूँ विशाल जी के बारे में। विशाल मेहता इज अ फुल टाइम इंडिपेंडेंट ट्रेडर. He is a chartered market technician from USA and co-chair for India chapter for CMT. He started as a discretionary trader, seeing the benefit of systematic trading and growth ventured into automated trading. Vishal had worked with many leading financial service provider in Indian and globally, जैसे कि Bloomberg, Thomson Reuters, Spider Software, Reliable Software and Technologies, Financial Technologies. उन्होंने कई सारे अचीवमेंट्स भी अचीव किए हैं. He had achieved a unique feat of training on technical analysis of major central banks in South Asia and जैसे कि श्रीलंका, मालदीव्स, नेपाल एंड इंडिया. कई बार आप लोगों ने उनको मनी कंट्रोल और ई लर्न मार्केट केस में देखा रहेगा जहां पर उन्होंने अपनी ट्रेडिंग जर्नी भी शेयर की है. उनके कई सारे वीडियोस भी हैं जिसको 5.5 लाख से ज्यादा व्यूज मिले हैं. He has won a 30-day challenge by one of the brokers 7 months in a row using his trading strategies. I guess that's fantastic about Vishal. So Vishal, आगे बढ़ने से पहले I would like to ask you one question if you don't mind.
Sure, Shraddha.
ओके, फंडामेंटल या टेक्निकल एनालिसिस किसे फॉलो करना चाहिए? आई थिंक ये कई इन्वेस्टर्स सोचते होंगे. मतलब ये तो जरूर पता है कि लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए फंडामेंटल और मतलब यूजुअली लोग प्रेफर करते हैं और शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए टेक्निकल. लेकिन एग्जैक्टली क्या ये दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन होना चाहिए या किसी एक चीज एनालिसिस को फॉलो करना चाहिए? लोग इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज होते हैं. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन श्रद्धा आपने पूछा हुआ है. तो लेट मी टेक एन एनोलॉजी. ठीक है, अगर आप एक पानी बोट सेल करने जाते हो, ठीक है, दरिया में आपने अपनी बोट लेके गए हैं और फिशिंग करने जा रहे हो, जस्ट फॉर एन एग्जांपल. वहां पे दो फैक्टर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं. एक, विंड डायरेक्शन, आपका हवा का डायरेक्शन कौन सी साइड पे है, और दूसरा पानी का बहाव. अगर आप देखोगे कि विंड का डायरेक्शन ये साइड में है और पानी का बहाव भी सेम डायरेक्शन में है, आपकी सेलिंग बहुत इजी हो जाती है. सिमिलरली,
करेक्ट.
अगर हवा का बहाव एक तरफ है, पानी का बहाव दूसरी तरफ है, तो भले आपका हवा की बहाव की वजह से आप चले तो जाओगे, लेकिन सेलिंग आपका बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा. इसीलिए सिमिलरली आपके लिए दोनों इंपॉर्टेंट है, फंडामेंटल्स भी और टेक्निकल्स भी. और ये मैं आज के प्रेजेंटेशन से ही डिमिस्टिफाई करूंगा कि क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है और किसको कहाँ यूज करना है.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Please, all over to you.
Thank you, Shraddha. So let me just share my screen. Um,
Yes,
so are you able to see my screen?
yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Perfect. So I'm super excited to share my journey how to become a successful trader. And it's been a journey. Why I said journey? क्योंकि मैंने भी आपकी तरह ही स्टार्ट किया था, फंडामेंटल्स टेक्निकल्स बाय किया, लॉस किया, प्रॉफिट किया, बट देर वॉज अ कंसिस्टेंसी दैट आई अचीव्ड आफ्टर अ सर्टेन ईयर्स ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. और उसी के बाद जाके मुझे लगा कि हाँ भाई, स्टॉक मार्केट से पैसा बन सकता है. मतलब बहुत सारे लोग सोचते हैं कि स्टॉक मार्केट में ये पूरे क्रैश में मार्केट में खाली एक तरह ही ऊपर गया हुआ है तो दे कैन मेक मनी. इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. So we are going to demystify it and talk about it, what we are going to do throughout this journey. And I want to specially thanks 5paise and IFL and Nirmal Jain ji कि उन्होंने ये एक इनिशिएटिव लिया है to educate the investors and the traders in the community. So we are going to do that. I think so. You already talked about my achievements. I'll not harp on the too much. But मैं एक क्वेश्चन अपने ऑडियंस से पूछना चाहता हूँ. What is the first name of the investor or a trader comes to your mind when you think of a stock market? अब सबसे पहला नाम क्या आता है आपके दिमाग में? Call and put
I think
simultaneously.
people might be confused. मतलब exactly किन लोगों के नाम लेने हैं, because usually if you ask me, राकेश झुनझुनवाला बोलो, we have so many traders, you know, कि जो सबसे पहले दिमाग में आते हैं जिन्होंने बहुत कमाया है, they are very
सही बात.
successful. मतलब उनके पोर्टफोलियो भी ट्रैक किए जाते हैं कि exactly कौन से स्टॉक में वो इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं.
That is correct. And I can see few names. Warren Buffett.
Yes.
That is the first name that usually comes. Then Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Guess what? मैंने
Vishal
आपका
Mehta, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, bingo on
मैंने
that.
मैंने आपके माइंड रीड कर दिए. Before even you said it, I knew you are going to think of that. Most of the traders start with their journey about reading about Warren Buffett and Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. क्योंकि जो भी करोड़पति है हमको सोचते हैं कि भाई वो करोड़पति कैसे बने, हम भी कैसे बनेंगे. So that is the first thing that any trader or an investor who comes to the market. आपको एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट बता दो मिस्टर राकेश झुंझुनवाला के. मेरे मेरे बहुत अच्छे कलीग थे. उन्होंने एक प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे थे और अतुल सूरी यूज्ड टू वर्क विद मिस्टर राकेश झुंझुनवाला. तो उन्होंने एक बार कुछ मिस्टर राकेश झुंझुनवाला कोई प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे थे तो एक लड़का खड़ा हुआ और उन्होंने बताया कि आप इतना क्या बोल रहे हो, ट्रेडिंग ट्रेडिंग ट्रेडिंग, लेकिन आपका तो खुद का पैसा फंडामेंटल इन्वेस्टमेंट से बना हुआ है. तो
Correct.
राकेश जी ने तभी बताया उनको कि मैं घर से 5,000 रुपए लेके निकला था. 5,000 से 5 लाख पैसा किसने दिया? किसी के बाप ने नहीं दिया, मैंने ट्रेडिंग करके कमाया. So that's
Yes.
why it is very important for us to be an investor and a trader. And most of us are come with a small amount of the money. अभी आपने जो एक बहुत ब्रिलियंट क्वेश्चन पूछा था, व्हाट टू फॉलो, फंडामेंटल्स और टेक्निकल्स, ठीक है. और मैं आपको एक एक विजन ओपन कर दूंगा. ही इज मिस्टर जिम रॉजर्स, जिन्होंने जॉर्ज सोरोस के साथ काम किया हुआ है, ठीक है. और उन्होंने स्टेटमेंट दिया था, एक बुक रिलीज हुई थी स्टॉक मार्केट विजार्ड करके, और उसमें उन्होंने कहा था, आई हैवंट मेट अ रिच टेक्नीशियन, आई हैवंट मेट अ रिच टेक्निकल एनालिस्ट. और इंडिया में भी हम लोग बोलते, बॉम्बे में बोलते कि जो भी टेक्निकल एनालिस्ट है वो दहीसर और मीरा रोड के बाद ही रहते हैं. So that's how people really talk about it. But on the same book, in the same book, there is a legendary trader called as Marty Shorts. और उन्होंने ये स्टेटमेंट दिया, I always laugh at people who say I have never met a rich technician. I love that it's such an arrogant response. I used fundamental for 9 years and got rich as technician. And both of them are very successful in their career. They are billionaires, okay? So now
Wow,
एक
that's
point,
amazing. That's amazing.
yeah. So that's the point here we are trying to make sure that कि आप फंडामेंटल करो, आप टेक्निकल करो. Most important thing that you should be comfortable doing what you are doing.
Yes.
ठीक है. और मैं एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल भी ले लेता हूं. अगर आप जानते हो कि ये एक बहुत अच्छा डॉक्टर है, ठीक है, पर वो अच्छे डॉक्टर को आप एक मैकेनिक के इंस्ट्रूमेंट दे दोगे तो मतलब नहीं है. तो सिमिलरली over a period of this journey we are going to talk about which are the right tools for you, and we are going to talk about different tools. okay, आपको ढूंढना है कि ये मेरे टूल मेरे लिए बेनिफिशियल है कि नहीं है. So let me ask you this question. There are 3 pillars of successful trading, and let's ask audience as well, because it will become more interactive in that way. Okay, what do
Yes.
you think is the three pillar of successful trading? Let's see what people can come out with answer with.
I think most of the people, which I feel like, people are much more dependent on the ready-made calls, robotic calls that we get, and we are so confident. मतलब हमेशा एक सवाल होता है ना कि आप जो रिसर्च करके देखते हो वो 100% गारंटी है ना, रिटर्न्स कंफर्म मिलेंगे ना, तो फिर ठीक है भाई मैं ट्रेड कर देता हूँ.
which is which is very true. और अब ट्रेंड स्टेप बाय स्टेप व्हाट आर द थ्री पिलर्स ऑफ सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडिंग? हम लोग बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं कि बॉलिंगर बैंड,
Yes,
प्राइस एक्शन. Guys, remember this: to be a successful trader, and I became successful. I'm not saying I'm still very successful, but it put me into a very good profitable journey. What
see,
first
here
helped me?
I think, if you see the same thing that you said, people are mentioning on the comment, they're actually responding, you, Vishal. They're saying that
Yes.
psychology, risk management, and technicals. Then some people are saying fundamentals, technical psychology, risk management, researcher, risk
Wow.
management plus market sentiment.
Wow. So I think so you guys know everything. Now I'm going to break it down for you. The three pillar of successful trading is nothing but, as you rightly mentioned, and every one of you have been talking about it. It's trading system, risk management, and psychology. Now, can you see the way I have put the pillar also? हम लोग एज अ ट्रेडर, आई एग्री विथ यू, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम वी स्पेंड ओवर ईयर इन ट्रेडिंग सिस्टम, क्या लेना चाहिए क्या बेचना चाहिए. ओके, 90% ऑफ आर एफर्ट गोज इनटू क्या लेना चाहिए क्या बेचना चाहिए. लेकिन अगर आप कोई सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडर को पूछोगे ना, तो 90% ऑफ द टाइम गोज बिटवीन रिस्क मैनेजमेंट एंड साइकोलॉजी. That is the key differentiator between a amateur and a professional trader. Having said that, trading system is very important. ट्रेडिंग सिस्टम के बिना आपका रिस्क मैनेजमेंट और साइकोलॉजी कुछ काम का नहीं है. यू
Absolutely.
नीड टू नो व्हेन टू एंटर एंड व्हेन टू एग्जिट. लेकिन यू डोंट गेट ओवर पजेस्ड अबाउट बीइंग राइट 100% ऑफ द टाइम. और ये मैं आपको साइकोलॉजी के पॉइंट ऑफ से क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहूंगा श्रद्धा. ओके,
Yes.
आई एम श्योर you are not you are look very young, and I am sure you are not having kids or something, but assuming I'm sure viewers has they will think about and answer this question. Okay, कि
Okay.
अगर आपका बच्चा या नेबर का बच्चा, लेट्स पुट इट दिस वे, 10 में से 9 मार्क लाता है, तो हम लोग पहला क्वेश्चन उसको क्या पूछते हैं? You can answer this one as well.
So the first thing that comes up, if we don't have any kids, then the question arise over there. अच्छा बहुत बढ़िया यार, 10 में से 9 आए हैं, करता क्या है ये? मतलब ट्यूशन व्यूशन कोई ज्वाइन किया है, खुद से पढ़ाई कर रहा है ये?
I
So
think so. You can be a very good trader.
I remember the movie Three Idiots actually. जब
Okay.
दोस्त अगर पास हो जाता है, दोस्त अगर फेल हो जाता है, तो कितना दुख होता है, लेकिन दोस्त अगर फर्स्ट आता है तो कितनी ज्यादा जेलसी फील होती है.
That is very true. And but I think so none of them answered. पर I know everybody knows this कि सब लोग क्वेश्चन पूछे कि पहला एक मार्क कहाँ गया. 10 में से अगर 9 मार्क आया है, तो आप हमेशा एक ही क्वेश्चन पहले पूछोगे, एक मार्क क्या गलत क्या किया तूने. नाउ
बेचारा, बिकॉज अभी क्या हो गया, कंपटीशन इतनी हो गई है, बेचारे को ये एक्चुअली सवाल फेस करना पड़ता है.
वेरी ट्रू. तो अभी बचपन से ही हम लोग की एक साइकोलॉजी में एनग्रेन्ड हो गया है दैट आई नीड टू बी राइट ऑल द टाइम टू मेक बी सक्सेसफुल इन द वर्ल्ड, देन ओनली आई विल बी कॉल्ड सक्सेसफुल. लेकिन जब भी आप ट्रेडिंग में जाते हो, तो नो ट्रेडर इज ग्रेटर देन राइट मोर देन 70 to 80% ऑफ द टाइम. बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट ट्रेडर्स. ठीक है, इसीलिए आप ये ट्रेडिंग सिस्टम्स यस ढूंढो, करो काम, लेकिन हम लोग इसके अलावा भी रिस्क मैनेजमेंट और साइकोलॉजी पे भी बहुत कुछ बात करेंगे जो इंपॉर्टेंट है. क्योंकि पूरी दुनिया, आप यूट्यूब खोल लो, आपको पूरी दुनिया यहाँ पे ही बात करेगी. ओके, पर बहुत कम लोग हैं जो रियली जानते हैं कि सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडर के लिए रिस्क मैनेजमेंट और साइकोलॉजी इवन मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन द ट्रेडिंग सिस्टम. बट अगेन, ट्रेडिंग सिस्टम्स आर द बेस ऑन विच यू विल बिल्ड योर रिस्क मैनेजमेंट एंड साइकोलॉजी. ठीक है. एंड रिमेंबर, ये एक आज का कोर्स नहीं है श्रद्धा. I'm going to, at the end of the course, we have laid out a 20 session course, taking every one of us from a very basics of technical analysis to an intermediate analysis to strategies. Not
So
even like,
Vishal,
hmm,
a question to you, like as what
hmm,
you said, ki you have created a module,
hmm, hmm.
right? So in the all the upcoming sessions that we are going to discuss, are we going to actually give them the knowledge about all these strategies in one by one sessions, right from
that
basic to the advanced?
That is correct, Shraddha. So that
Okay,
is what we are going to do in this entire series of 20 सेशन के हर एक टॉपिक को लेके कहाँ पे बाय करना चाहिए, कहाँ पे सेल करना चाहिए. तो आज की तारीख में हम लोग कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे तो अपने को, या फिर कोई रिकमेंडेशन आता है, तो एनीबडी हु इज व्यूइंग दिस कोर्स कैन एक्चुअली पिक अप, ओके, एंड से के बॉस यहाँ पे बाय होना चाहिए, यहाँ पे सेल होना चाहिए, रादर देन डिपेंडिंग ऑन
great,
समवन एल्स.
great.
सो दिस इज द ग्लिम्स ऑफ फ्यूचर लर्निंग कर्व्स. मतलब हम जो, ये मैं अभी आगे की जो पूरी सीरीज आपके साथ बात करूंगा, these are the small small modules that I've taken from the entire 20 series session, and which
Okay.
is going to be phenomenal. Okay, chalo, let's make it even more fun. Okay, which is the most talked about stock in Twitter in India? You want to take a guess?
सो फ्यूचरिस्टिक स्टॉक्स के बारे में व्यूअर्स ही इज आस्किंग कि आपको क्या लगता है कौन से ऐसे स्टॉक्स है जो काफी ज्यादा
बात
यूजफुल
होती है
रहेंगे,
जिसके
ट्रेंडिंग
बारे में.
रहेंगे, यू कैन से. So let's
Let's
see
wait
what the
for this.
audience are, because our audience are really interactive. So you can say Kunal has said ITC, Kishore is saying yes bank, Rohit is saying ITC. You know, people are actually majorly going towards ITC stock. Huh?
So
They have
let's
a
see
major
this.
focus on it.
So can I read their mind or not? Let's see.
Yes, absolutely.
So there
Rather,
is
even I can
this
say vice versa. People are trying to read your mind as well. You know what
mind of
exactly Vishal is going to say.
That's so true. That's so true. And there is a meme going around, right? That
Okay.
what is the difference between, or what is the similarity between a 200 rupee note and a ITC? You want to take a guess? No, I'll tell you. Both can be used interchangeably because the price of the ITC is hardly moved anywhere. Now, this is the fun part of it. Now, let's
Yes.
look at from a technical perspective of why people say ITC is a good buy at 200 rupees. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about chart and we are going to talk about technical analysis from the ground up. But what I'm trying to teach you today is what you are going to learn in this series of the sessions that are going to come in. And that will help you to make your decision. Now, this is the chart of ITC. ITC ka chart almost from 2021 almost has been in the range of 200 rupees. Can you see? When the
Yes.
price of ITC came at 200, it bounced back. And then again came back. Where did the ITC stopped? 200.
Yes.
Bounced back. Again came back. It was almost 200, bounced back. Came to 200,
Came back to
bounced
200.
back.
Yes.
200, 200, 200. Now, can you see the difference why people are saying 200 now? Many people who are viewing this series right now they got an idea why ITC is like public जो fund कर रही है जो भी है, because the price of ITC is at 200 for a longest period of time. You
Hmm.
as a trader, आपका job है to buy at 200 and sell at 220. And that's what we are going to talk about, support and resistance in the coming sessions. Okay, this is the most important thing as a trader that we have to understand. Okay, कि कहाँ पे मुझे buy करना है, कहाँ पे sell करना है. And guys, this is not a recommendation. I think so Dhaval is a good friend of mine, runs this show where you can ask for the recommendation. We believe there is another set of traders who really wants to educate themselves. और वो लोग क्या चाहते हैं कि बॉस, don't teach me, you don't give me a fish, teach me how to fish and I will do it myself. And this is actually going to help them a lot. बेसिकली यहाँ पे आपको दिखेगा कि 200 पे आईटीसी का बाय है और 220 पे आईटीसी का सेल है. अगर प्राइसेस अगर 220 के ऊपर चला जाता है, देन इट्स अ ब्रेकआउट स्टॉक for us to get into the counter. So for us, what we are going to learn in the series is what is support, what is resistance, when the support is supposed to be broken out, and resistance that is going to break out. ठीक है, this is an old chart of an aluminium. I don't know whether you have read this book, or I'm sure viewers के साथ भी है. If it rains in Brazil, buy Starbucks. I'm sure none of you would have read this book, but what is the correlation between Brazil? If it rains, sorry, if it rains in Brazil, buy Starbucks. What's the correlation between Starbucks and Brazil? Nothing. Do you want to take a guess?
Probably. No, I don't want to take the risk in this.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nahi. So yeah, good. So you have to understand, world is not one common place. Okay, it's a interrelated market. Which is the country which is the highest producer of coffee? Brazil.
Yes.
And if there is rain happening in Brazil, the coffee plantation will be very good. The input cost of Starbucks, which is coffee, will be coming at a lower price, but the profit margin of the Starbucks is going to go rise, and that's where you buy the stock Starbucks. And this is called intermarket analysis, that we are going to teach in the next coming sessions in coming Saturdays when we plan it out. But this is
Okay.
to give you an idea. It's not just Sensex क्या चल रहा है, Nifty क्या चल रहा है, SGX क्या चल रहा है. But you have to also understand what is happening to the crypto, what is happening to the blockchain, what is happening in China with the steel production that can impact our Hindalco and Nalco and steel sectors.
Okay.
जब भी चाइना ने अपने स्पेशलिटी केमिकल्स ड्यू टू द पॉल्यूशन कंट्रोल बंद कर दिए, we had Deepak Nitride, we had Himadri Chemicals. There are so many specialty chemical stocks that got benefited when there was something, a carbon footprint was they were trying to reduce in China. I remember Philip Carbon, Goa Carbon, all the stocks rise. What we are going to talk about is this. Can you see the aluminum chart? Now, if the prices of the aluminum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every time it is coming and taking a support, maybe I'm not trading commodities, but I can go and you can see what happened to the prices of aluminum, just skyrocketed. Maybe I can look at those chart and predict what is going to happen onto the aluminum stocks in Indian market. Okay, so you are not just confined to your view of कि भाई मुझे क्या लगता है मेरे स्टॉक को बाय करना चाहिए कि स्टॉप लॉस क्या करना चाहिए. दैट यू कैन ऑलवेज डू. पूरी दुनिया कर के आपको हेल्प कर सकती है, लेकिन अगर आप अपनी हेल्प नहीं करोगे तो कौन करेगा. ओके हम लोग बोलते हैं कि व्हाट इज द गैप थियरी. ओके, गैप थियरी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मतलब आज का हाई, ओके, आज का हाई, सॉरी, कल का हाई और आज का लो, when the market comes out with some very good news, when the market comes out with a very good news, market closed here, next day there was some very good news and the prices just opened here and just kept on going up and up and up. Now that's a typical gap in the trading. Okay, now if you see over here, that's a typical textbook example of how the gaps works, and we are going to talk about gaps in detail in the future sessions. But there is something called as a breakaway gap. मतलब कोई स्टॉक था sideways consolidation में चल रहा था, there was nothing much happening, but all of a sudden a big news comes and then there was a breakaway gap, and then the prices of the stock started going up, and then there was something called as a measuring gap, and then their market started going up, and the final leg euphoria आने के बाद exhaustion gap बना. ये सब थियरी में अच्छा लगता है. Does it really work in the practical world? Do you want to see? This is the example of Tech Mahindra few days back. Okay, now look at this chart and look at this chart. The market was into a continuous sideways consolidation, and all of a sudden some good news comes, and then there was a gap which looked like here at the same, and the stock just rallied up, and this was a good indication for you that Tech Mahindra can be a good opportunity for you to get in.
Yes.
बट अगर आपको यही नहीं पता था ये ब्रेक अवे गैप क्या होता है, मेजरिंग गैप क्या होता है, एग्जॉशन गैप क्या होता है, तो आप इसका फायदा कभी ले ही नहीं पाते थे.
Correct.
So that's the most important thing, guys, that you need to educate yourself also. Okay, how the market functions, and that's what the successful trader. Remember, I told you about successful traders kaise banna hai, because if viewers are watching this webinar, so their first interest is they want to become successful. डू यू थिंक राकेश झुंझुनवाला किसी और की टिप लेके सक्सेसफुल बना हुआ है, या कोई बड़ा आदमी किसी की टिप लेके बड़ा हुआ है? आई डाउट. You have to have your study as well. I'm not saying no to it. आप सुनो सबका, लेकिन करो अपना. With me?
Yes.
And there is no way there is a shortcut. Okay. How many of you, and cross your heart, okay? Don't lie on this chat, okay? Uh, how many of you are holding on to Yes Banks yet?
There are lot many people, Vishal. I can bet on
But I
that.
don't, I
There
mean,
are
I
lot
am
many
pretty,
people.
but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find them on the chat.
Because
हाँ.
every time whenever I had given technical calls, people do ask me on comment section कि मैम येस बैंक को कितने में बेचना है, कब बेचना है, पहले तो वो बताओ.
Definitely, and it's a good way, it's a good starting point to understand के भाई हमको क्या करना चाहिए. So
Yes.
never bought it, 3K में खरीदा हुआ है. Me, Amit is like very frank and saying yes. Rakesh is saying yes.
It's
Chandan
good
is
today
saying
we
yes.
have all those viewers जिन्होंने actual में yes बैंक नहीं खरीदा है, but I have experienced it a lot.
But if you would have studied technical analysis, if you would have studied technical analysis, at least जो लोग ने बोला हुआ, and they, if they believed that technical analysis work, they would have saved their money. And what I say is money saved is money earned. What do I mean
Yes.
by that? This is the chart of Yes Bank, which was in its good old days was trading at 356, and now it is trading at around somewhere around 11 rupees. Now, if I am an investor, if somehow I get to know कि बॉस ये स्टॉक में से निकल जाना है मुझे, what are the trigger points that I should be using to get out? Because if you remember, Yes Bank story started unfolding somewhere around here or somewhere around here, right? But technicals were already giving you your sell signal very early on, and that's what we say. Fundamental you use for entries, but technical you use for exits. What to
Yes.
buy comes from fundamental, when to buy comes from technical. Okay.
I think, Vishal, this is something like really viewers need to note it down because people really might be getting confused कि कौन सा analysis या कौन सी strategy हमें कौन से time पर use करनी है. That is also equally important.
वेरी ट्रू श्रद्धा. तो उसमें हम लोग वही, मैं आई रिपीट इट अगेन. फंडामेंटल कैन बी यूज व्हाट टू बाय, but technical can help you to when to buy, and similarly to exit as well, because usually the fundamental story will unfold after some times, and the prices tends to react much faster. There are n number of reasons that we all know why would prices
Yes.
start discounting everything. Now this is the chart of a Yes Bank, and Shraddha and viewers, I used to work with Bloomberg and Reuters, and they are the, like, flagship when it comes to the buy side. मतलब आपके जो भी
Hmm.
म्यूचुअल फंड्स है, जो भी इंश्योरेंस कंपनी है, सब लोग ब्लूमबर्ग के फंडामेंटल तो स्टडी करते थे, लेकिन साइड पे एक चार्ट हमेशा खुला रहता था जिसके अंदर 50 और 200 डे मूविंग एवरेजेस डाल के रखते थे. Now these are all fund managers managing billions and billions of dollars and hardcore fundamentalists. Then why are they putting up a chart with a 50 and a 200 day moving average? Anybody wants to take a guess why 200 day moving average?
Yes, viewers. So Ram Babu has asked to repeat that part again. He wants
Okay,
you to repeat that question again.
which question? 200 day moving average क्यों यूज करते हैं? Why not any other days? No idea.
सो व्यूअर्स
ट्रेंड
लॉट ऑफ
पता है.
टाइम्स इट हैपेंस जब हम टेक्निकल कॉल्स भी देते हैं आपको मूविंग एवरेज के हिसाब से भी बहुत बार आपको रिकमेंड किया जाता है सो ही इज आस्किंग द सेम क्वेश्चन कि 200 मूविंग एवरेज के हिसाब से क्यों.
क्यों? breakout of trend, moving average pata nahi. Acha, so we will study, Amit. This is what we want going to do. What I
Yes.
am trying to do today is give you a glimpse of what we are going to study in the coming days. Okay, just to give you an idea आपको कि एक साल में कितने दिन होते हैं? 365 दिन. उसमें से आप हॉलीडेज निकाल दो और सैटरडे संडे निकाल दो, तो कितने दिन ऑन एन एवरेज बचते हैं? 200 दिन. तो अगर 200 दिन की मूविंग एवरेज डालता हूं तो इट टेल्स मी लाइक, लेट मी पुट इट दिस वे, एवरीबॉडी विल नाउ अंडरस्टैंड दिस वेरी क्लियरली. ओके, सचिन तेंदुलकर की ना, तो अभी विराट कोहली इज द राइट एग्जांपल, सचिन अभी चला गया. विराट कोहली की टेस्ट एवरेज कितनी है? लेट्स पुट इट दिस वे.
वो आई एम श्योर सबको पता रहेगा. आई एम प्रीटी श्योर अबाउट इट.
So
Still
everybody
people are
is giving
replying
the
on your
answer.
200 moving
Yeah.
average part. They are responding it.
So somebody saying
So
50, 52,
52,
54.
54.
Yeah. अभी विराट जल्दी डक डक में आउट हो जाता है. So is विराट आउट परफॉर्मिंग और अंडर परफॉर्मिंग? He is definitely underperforming, right? And that's why obviously we will know he'll come back, but till that point of time we need to see he's an underperformer, and should we keep him as a captain or not? Say, same thing happens. He's a brilliant guy, captain, but when somebody is not in its form, when the Yes Bank started trading below 210, it's 1 year moving average. Even though Yes Bank was a very good stock, but when it started trading, it's below 200-day moving average. Virat Kohli ki average ke niche hai. That means something is wrong. He's not on his right form. And 210 came down to 11 rupees. And can you see the prices never went above? This is only went up and came down, but never closed about 200-day moving average. That tells you that I should have got out of Yes Bank way back. नॉट जस्ट कीप ऑन एवरेजिंग एवरेजिंग एवरेजिंग. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, अगर स्टॉक मार्केट में आप एवरेजिंग करोगे तो आप एवरेज ही बन जाओगे. टू बिकम टू बिकम लखपति इन द स्टॉक मार्केट यू नीड टू बी करोड़पति. You will automatically become lakpati. Why people become lakpati? Because they average on the downside. But when
Yes.
the stock is trading below its 200-day moving average, never average the stock. Let's take one more example and you will understand. Any guesses for the name for the stock? DHFL. Dewan Housing, right? I
Yes.
was bullish on this stock, trust me. Okay. Yes, I like the word don't catch the falling knife, and I'll on kind of elaborate on that as well. But can you see this? DHFL won in its prime was at its best at 800 rupees. And in fact, I was very bullish and I bought and sold quite a few times. But you know what? When did I stop trading DHFL? When this crash came in. After that, DHFL was out of my radar list. But a
Okay.
lot of people think that, oh, DHFL was trading 800 rupees, now trading at 275. It's a brilliant buy. Fundamental change nahi hue hai. It's just people are overreacting. But technical was actually telling you that something is really wrong, that you should be getting out of this counter. And from 275, it came down to 14 rupees. Now imagine yourself, and not only that, you blocked your money for good 2.5 years. Okay. Now,
Yes.
everybody is looking for a holy grail system. What is the holy grail system? Guys, I'm. What should I say? Everybody's still asking about the stock, but do you think
I was
really?
about to tell you that if people are still asking you about the stock recommendations that we suggest them at which to buy and which to, and in fact now they're asking you what is the target for DHL now.
Wow. I want you to come out with your target prices and your stop losses, that you stop asking people. I'm not saying no to it, but I come from a school of thought where you should also know when to enter and when to exit.
Yes.
Okay. This is a chart of a Nifty. Okay. Now, if I was a trader and if I was a Nifty future trader, and I'm going to teach you all these strategies, I'm not going to tell you what is the target. Trust me, this session is not for you. Let me be very brutally honest. Agar if you are expecting me to tell you targets of stocks and stop loss for this, I think so I'll not be able to help you. But if you really wanted to understand how you can actually take control and make money, I'm there for you. Now, if you see, if I was a nifty future trader, okay, if I was a nifty future trader, I really want to buy somewhere around here and sell somewhere around here. I want to buy at the bottom and sell here. I want to buy at the bottom. I want to buy at the bottom. I want to buy at the bottom. These are the bottoms on which, as a trader, that I want to get in. Can anybody do that? So that's what we say. The tops and the bottoms are caught by either liars or God. We are not God. So that leaves us with only one guy, liars. We cannot always catch the tops and the bottoms, but I've been trading this strategy for myself and making money. Okay, is there is an indicator which moves, okay, and we are going to talk about this indicator. That's what I really wanted to tell you, that it's like a preview of what you're going to get into the picture. This indicator moves between 0 to 100. Okay, this indicator moves between 0 to 100, and whenever it goes below 10, that is the time that you need to go into the market and start buying it. And you want to see, Shraddha, how it is beautifully coincided.
Yes.
This indicator went below 10. What happened to the market? Made a bottom and then there was a recovery. Market
Exactly.
came down. This was below 10 and the market had a recovery. Prices came down below 10. Market had a recovery. At every dip, can you see the coincidence with that indicator going below 10 and market making a bottom and rallying it from there was around 70%, 70 to 80%. I've never said 100%. Otherwise, I'll be a liar. Okay.
Yeah.
About 70% of the time, you'll be able to catch this indicator. Anybody wants to take a guess which this indicator will be? Let's make it more interactive.
So actually, before you ask which is the indication, Ratnakar asked you that we want to know about technical indications.
and, and and we are going to learn this is what my job to and my commitment to you is, that I'm going to teach you all this.
Yes. So still,
Anybody wants to?
if you want to actually try and guess, the question is asking that which indicator he's using over here.
मैंने कौन सा इंडिकेटर यूज कर रहा हूँ? You
One
guys
has
are
said
super good
RSI.
guys, but
MRTs can be applied to
RSI,
BTC.
you guys are super. I don't think so. You have to attend the sessions. You can go home now. Close the terminal. Verma, Verma, जो भी last है, he's bang on target. It is 2-period RSI. The full
Yes.
world, if you put on your technical charting platform, use 14-period RSI. But what we as a successful trader do is not use what everybody uses. We are going to use something called as 2-period RSI to figure out where the market is making tops and the bottoms. And that's really, really good tool for you to kind of make a decision whether you should be buying or selling. Okay? Okay, I'll teach you another strategy. किसको top predict करना है? Now I'll talking about, like, what should happen to the Yes Bank, ये वो. But jokes apart, I will teach you a way, okay, that in 2008, when I was a technical analyst, I started predicting that, there is a crash coming in. I did the same thing in 2020. Not always, but I can go wrong also. But there are certain idea that you can always get when the market crashes, before crashes,
Okay.
right? You need to learn that. We know there is no SRF here. You have to have learn system. Okay. So now this is the chart of Nifty. Okay. This is the chart of the Nifty where the market is making something what we call as a higher tops and higher bottoms. And we're going to study in going forward. But as a layman, even Shraddha, you're looking at the chart for the first time, you can make out, right?
Yes.
Market is going at 6,000. The next stop it made at 6,200. Next stop it made 6,400. But during the period also, that the bottoms were also getting higher when the Nifty was turning around. So it was at 5,200, it was at 5,400, it was 5,600. This, in classical technical analysis term, will say market is making an uptrend, which is higher tops and higher bottoms.
Yes.
Abhi, let's do this a very interesting thing. If we go to Lonavala, okay, or any hill station near your place, okay, if you're staying in Bangalore, you can go to Ooty, wherever you want to go. You are going on an hill station on a car, and you're driving your car at 80 kilometers per hour, 90 kilometers per hour. All of a sudden, for fun, you reduce the accelerator. You reduce the
Accelerator.
accelerator. What will happen to your car? Car will actually go up. Okay, because of your initial 80 kilometers per hour, the car will still keep on going up. But at slowly and steadily, it will start getting slow and slow and slow. And at one point of time, it will start
Returning.
coming down. Right? The same thing happens. The law of physics also works in the market. How? There is an indicator which we are going to talk about called as MACD. But just for the timing, understand this is an accelerator. Okay, and this is the car going up. So as the car is going up, you would also expect the accelerator to go up, and which it was doing. If the market was here, if I'm going to put, if you see over here, the top and the top, when the market made a new top, it also made a new top. When the market made a top, it also made a new top. But then all of a sudden, the car started reducing the speed. Market made a new top, the car started going up, but the accelerator started coming down. Car is still going up, but the accelerator is still going down. The car last final thrust दे रहा है कि it is going to go up, but the accelerator are not there. What do you expect the market to do? So you draw a trend line, and the momentum is going down, or the acceleration is going down. What happened to the prices? Eventually, the car stopped going up. The momentum that we have been talking about for a while is actually going down continuously, and the market actually crashes, and it just does not close below the trend line. You want to see what it does? This is where we anticipated the market will crash, and
Yes.
this is where the market came. Now, if you knew how to figure out that market is going to make a top, you would not be asking anyone. You yourself will be exiting from the position and getting out of it. And you don't believe me, right? It is all, हम लोग बोलते हैं कि चार्ट हमेशा लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे ही अच्छा लगता है, because you know what has happened. It is very difficult to
Yes.
do in the future. And I did the same analysis in 2020 crash before the corona came in. The same thing, and that's what technical analysis talks about. The history repeats itself. The reason can be different. The reasons can be different, but the way market behaves, human psychology behaves is the same. We all get greedy. तेजी के टाइम सब लोग स्टॉक में आ जाएंगे, मंदी के टाइम पूछेंगे कि क्या करना चाहिए. ठीक है. Market was making higher tops, bottom, higher tops, higher bottoms, higher tops, higher bottom, higher tops, higher bottom, same as what we had in 2008. Market was
Yes.
making, the car was going up, but what was accelerator telling you? Accelerator was telling you, boss, everything is not rosy. In the
Yes.
coming days, you will see something coming up, and that's where I put out on my Twitter handle that a market crash may be coming, because this is what I've seen in the past. And people were like, market is very good, it is super rock solid fundamentals, everything. Okay. And
I think markets itself is so unpredictable, first of
which is
all,
true. Which is
that
true.
no one can guarantee on that particular part.
Yes, but at least we can start
Yes.
understanding what it is doing and
Yes.
act accordingly. And the
Yes.
same thing happened. What happened in 2020 crash? The market made a higher top, higher bottom, crashed the same as 2008 chart. The MACD also gave us sell signal. And you know what happened? This was the time where we kind of decided that the market is crashing
I think
with.
that's where the advantage of you experts are that probably because of the understanding very well about the markets, आप लोग at least इतना बता सकते हो, not the situation what might happen in future, बट डेफिनेटली इतना प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते हो कि मार्केट क्रैश होने वाला है कि नहीं होने वाला है.
True. There is high probability that market will crash or it will not crash. So for that, that's where I kind of really put in a lot of emphasis. Okay, we should know what's happening. Okay. Now we talked about these are the few stuffs. My MACD parameters are default parameters. So the risk management. We talked about these systems. Now we're going to talk about risk management and we'll talk about psychology and we'll end the session today. Risk management. Okay. Have you been to casino?
One time when I
In
went to
Goa.
Goa, I guess.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. I'm sure a lot of viewers would have gone to casino in Goa, and everybody's very happy, right? Because that's so much of fun, and you are making money, losing money. You can see all the smile on the faces of the people. But do you really believe? Because I have fortunate enough to travel to across the countries and been to all the casinos, be it Macau, be it Las Vegas is still remaining, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Maldives, everywhere I went in. I go to kind of casinos to try to see the people because somewhere, like it or not, trading and casino are very near. I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Okay, not it is casino, but how you can change your mindset. Everybody's happy right now. But do you think when they leave the casino, they will be as happy as they are?
Not necessary.
Not
Either with the
necessary.
empty hand or it can be a baggage, you can say they can come out. You never know.
That is baggage usually is very less, but 90% of the people will lose money and kind of will be very unsatisfied and going out. But the only one man laughing, okay, is the casino owner. So he's the owner of biggest casino in New York, Las Vegas is Venetian, and he's
Hmm.
laughing. Why? Because he knows these traders are not going to manage their risk. Okay, he manages his risk. So as a successful businessman or as a successful trader, that's what we are trying to do here. Become a
Yes.
successful trader. We don't want to come here and talk about like in this series ke bhai kya lagta hai. Here you actually get in and how do you manage your risk? What is your stop loss? What is your target price? Even if it is hit, don't ask anyone, get out of it. Okay, that's the most important thing for you. You need to manage your risk. Nobody is going to manage the risk for you. So, and I'll give you a simple example on how this probability of win and loss works, Shraddha and a viewer. If you go to roulette table, okay, which is like
Hmm.
you roll it and there are red and the black boxes. So you can bet on either red or black. So what is the probability of the ball falling into red or black? It's 50-50, right? Because either
Yes.
it can fall on the red or it can fall
It
on
can
the
fall in the black.
black. बराबर है. तो हम लोग क्या सोचते हैं कि प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ विन हमारी कितनी है 50-50. लेकिन अगर आप कोई रूलेट टेबल देखोगे तो वहां पे एक रेड है, एक ब्लैक है और दो ग्रीन है, 0 and 00. ओके, विच नोबडी पुट्स मनी ऑन, अगर आप देखोगे तो कसिनो रियली मेक्स मनी when the ball lands on that 0 and 00 because nobody puts. उनको क्या लगता है ये ग्रीन तो बहुत कम प्रोबेबिलिटी है मेरा लैंड होने वाला है, तो कोई भी सब लोग रेड और ब्लैक पे पैसा डालेंगे, कोई भी ग्रीन पे नहीं डालेंगे. पर जैसे ही ग्रीन पे आया तो उन्होंने सब पूरा का पूरा टेबल साफ कर लिया, राइट.
Yes.
That's why the probability is 52% towards the casino and 48% towards you. And that's how he's managing his risk and making money day in, day out.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, who's the fastest animal in the world? I asked a lot of questions. Let's get some interesting answer.
Yes. I think fastest animal, it's cheetah who actually runs very
Yep.
fast according to me. Probably
Okay.
we need to ask the
We,
viewers
we
that
may have some interesting answers.
interesting animals rather
Yeah.
than answers. So
Let's
yes,
see.
Nivis, according to you, what do you think कि दुनिया में सबसे तेज कौन सा
Cheetah
एनिमल है?
human.
Human. I mean, that's the
Ultimate.
seriously falcon, cheetah.
Falcon is a bird, yeah. Cheetah.
Really,
You're
humans are
going
going crazy, is what one person is
interesting.
writing.
So you are all right? As a successful trader, you know, you should be like a cheetah. Okay, if you really wanted to be a successful trader, you need to be like a cheetah, not like just buy everything that is there. How does cheetah do hunting? You know what is the success rate of cheetah being the fastest animal in the world? What is the success rate? Kitna, matlab, when he decides to kill animal, he's the
Hmm.
fastest animal in the world. He would be killing like 90% of the time, right? Or maybe
Yes,
100% of the time. He's the fastest.
yes, yes.
Statistics says
40 to
cheetah's
50.
hunting rate is only 40 to 50%. Just imagine. Let it sink for a while for you. The fastest animal in the world whose success rate is only 40 to 50%. Now imagine you come in the market every day you want to trade. That's not how the successful trader trade. They actually wait for the right moment to jump. If you see cheetah hunting, he will never go for the fastest deer. Cheetah knows that he's the fastest. Maybe he doesn't know, whatever, but he knows he's the fastest for the shortest duration. But if he's going to learn for a longer time, deer will outwit him. Same thing. Same thing. He look for the weakest of the weakest deer to hunt down. As a successful trader or as a smart trader, you have to wait for your opportunity to come. And you have to just buy when there are opportunities presenting you, not just because you want excitement. And there was a famous legendary trader, Edward Sykota, who used to say that everybody will get what they want from the market. Okay, and it's a very 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 powerful statement. Everybody, सबको वही मिलेगा जो उनको चाहिए, मार्केट से वही देगा. अगर आपको एक्साइटमेंट चाहिए ना, आपको एक्साइटमेंट मिलेगा. अगर आपको पैसा चाहिए तो आपको पैसा मिलेगा. तो आपको ट्रेडिंग अगर सक्सेसफुल करना है तो यू हैव टू बी लाइक अ चीता एंड यू हैव टू वेट फॉर द राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी. एंड वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट हाउ यू शुड be doing your risk management and act like a cheetah to hunt for the right opportunity. Now I'll talk about the last leg of the pillar. Sorry, Ishudaya.
No, so I was about to tell you that last year during the COVID situation, you know, according to me, that was really a good time to invest in the stock market. And if people really would have done that, I'm sure that they might have earned good returns. But ऑपोजिट साइड ऐसा भी हुआ है कि कुछ लोगों को ये भी डर लगा है कि अरे इतना मार्केट नीचे गया है, कोविड सिचुएशन ऐसी आई है कि जहाँ पे कुछ लोगों के पास शायद पैसे भी ना हो इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए. सो पीपल गेट कंफ्यूज कि राइट टाइम यानी हम कब बोले कि ये राइट टाइम है.
एकदम सही है. So that's what we are going to learn using technical analysis. It's the timing. But I'll be very honest also. In that subsequent up rally, I was also thinking that market will have another leg. But at certain junctures when there are breakouts happening, I have to tell myself, you know what? I'm wrong. I
Yes.
can be wrong in the market. That is the most important thing. Okay, so I'll put you this. Okay, this is the most important thing on the psychology front, and that I want everyone to do it, even if they are watching from their home, and even you can do it if possible. Okay, how many of you are here for only for profits? Everyone, only for
Everyone.
profits? Yes. Anybody can put it out on the chat because I can't hear them, but at least I want to see the YouTube, like the chat going yes, 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 only for profit. Can we see that?
So
Like,
viewers, what are you here for? He's asking, like
yeah,
only for
मैं
profits or what it
हम
is.
लोग हम लोग ट्रेडिंग क्यों कर रहे हैं? फॉर प्रॉफिट्स. यस, कैन यू पुट इट ऑन द चैट? व्हाट इज योर रीजन फॉर ट्रेडिंग?
Yes, they are actually entering it.
यस, यस, प्रॉफिट,
Yes.
राइट.
Satish is saying yes. Raju is saying yes.
राइट, प्रॉफिट,
Yes, we have
प्रॉफिट,
so many
प्रॉफिट.
people.
यस.
Manjit is saying no. He has
Okay,
a
so
different
he's there
answer
for
to Raju.
excitement. So
For
now
safe
every,
saving.
sorry, huh?
One person has written Ramchandra for safe saving.
Okay, which is good. So which is also good, but at the end of the day, it boils down to profit. ठीक है? We are here for profit, profit, and profit. So I will ask you to do this exercise. Okay, everyone do that. ब्रीद इन, अंदर सांस लो. Do it, do it.
Okay.
Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in,
I
breathe
couldn't
in.
hold it now for long time. Sorry.
Breathe out, breathe out. Same thing. You cannot always have profit.
Yes.
You will have losses. Let it sink it for a second. You, every one of us want to always make profit, but they don't understand that if you keep on breathing in and in and in to just to make profit, you're going to die. Because उससे क्या होता है, अगर आपको प्रॉफिट ही चाहिए तो आप क्या करोगे, 100 रुपए में लोगे, 101 में बेच दोगे. ये प्रॉफिट बना, आई मेड सम मनी, एंड यू गो एंड टेल द होल वर्ल्ड मैंने आज ये पैसा बनाया. लेकिन जो 100 वाला 98 हो गया, तो हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे पता है, हम लोग ने तो लॉस नहीं बुक किया ना. So let it run. That 98 rupees becomes 10 rupees like Yes Bank. But you will never become successful. A successful trader is actually a very good loser. We keep on booking our losses again and again and again and again till we become profitable. So
Yes.
that's the most important thing from a psychology point of view. And this is the biggest problem with a lot of traders. And I can vouch for it. Most of us, and including me, when I started out my trading journey, I was trying to get into daily win. मतलब आज कितना पैसा बनाया, आज कितना पैसा घर पे लेके गया, आज मेरी वाइफ को, गर्लफ्रेंड को या हस्बैंड को या बॉयफ्रेंड को बोलूंगा आज मैंने इतना पैसा बनाया. ठीक है. यू लिव इन अ वर्ल्ड ऑफ एन इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन, जहां पे मैंने कुछ एक्शन की है, आज मैंने ट्रेडिंग किया है, मुझे आज पैसा मिलना चाहिए. सो दिस इज आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू समथिंग वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. मेरी एक स्ट्रेटेजी जो हम लोग एक्सप्लेन करने वाले अपने सीरीज ऑफ वीडियोस में, उसका मैंने एक नंबर निकाला कि वीक ऑन वीक मैंने अगर ये स्ट्रेटेजी को रिलीजियसली फॉलो किया होता था तो मुझे कितना पैसा मिला होता था. तो एक स्ट्रेटेजी है, स्ट्रेटेजी आई एम श्योर एवरीबडी अंडरस्टैंड, बट एज यू कैन सी दिस स्ट्रेटेजी हैड अ कंटिन्यूस लॉसेस. 44 पॉइंट का लॉस हो गया, 3 पॉइंट का लॉस हो गया, 200 पॉइंट का लॉस हो गया. यहाँ पे भी अगर आप देखोगे 32 पॉइंट का लॉस, 74 पॉइंट का लॉस, 200. ये बैंक निफ्टी ऑप्शन की स्ट्रेटेजीज है बेसिकली. तो -259 पॉइंट का लॉस हो गया यहाँ पे आफ्टर 3 कंसेक्यूटिव लॉसेस. और ये तो वीकली बोल रहा हूँ, डेली तो हर रोज मार खा रहे हो अलग से. ठीक है. ये तो वीक का हम लोग ने हिसाब लगाया कि 32 पॉइंट का लॉस हुआ, 74 पॉइंट का लॉस हुआ, 259 पॉइंट का लॉस हुआ. 90% ऑफ द ट्रेडर विल स्टॉप ट्रेडिंग एंड विल गो एंड से, बस क्या लगता है, ठीक है,
Okay.
क्या करना चाहिए. It is good. See, if you are comfortable with that, that's okay. But if you really want to move your career and you really want to build your career in this, then I think so you should know. बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे ट्रेडिंग छोड़ देते हैं. They will stop trading it. But वही स्ट्रेटेजी का श्रद्धा, I have put the numbers on monthly.
Monthly basis.
So if you see, there were red, 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 red. All of a sudden, I had only 3 red, big losses. But then again I used to make it like 112 और दूसरे टाइम नवंबर 312 पॉइंट बना लिया. So I recovered whatever I had lost. और वही नंबर को अगर मैं क्वार्टरली पे लेके गया, जहां पे एज अ ट्रेडर यू शुड इवैल्यूएट योर सेल्फ. ठीक है. हम लोग तो हर रोज इवैल्यूएट करते हैं अपने आप को, सक्सेसफुल है कि नहीं है भाई, एक एक ट्रेड से, क्या आज पैसा बना कि नहीं बना, एक ट्रेड पे बना कि नहीं बना. बट अ सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडर्स नेवर इवैल्यूएट देमसेल्व्स ऑन अ वीकली नंबर. They never evaluate them on monthly number. They start looking at quarterly numbers minimum. And you can see वही strategy जो आप छोड़ दी थी आपने 3 वीक में consecutive loss होने के बाद, बोला ये strategy काम नहीं करती. That strategy was giving only loss in a quarter. And do you want the surprise? If you would have traded that strategy continuously, even after 3 consecutive weekly losses, at the end of the year, you would have been a profitable trader.
Great. Very good.
That's the problem with the traders, because we don't look at the big picture. हम लोग आज के आज ट्रेडिंग खोला, टर्मिनल खोला, आज 5,000 बनाए, 10,000 बनाए तो खुश, वी आर द किंग. आज जैसे ही 5,000 रुपए तोड़ दिए, मतलब यार ये सिस्टम बकवास है, ये ट्रेडर बकवास है, इसके रिकमेंडेशन बकवास है, जो भी है. We don't we don't stick to one thing for a long period of time. And if you don't stick to a thing for a long period of time, you will never be successful.
Yes.
Chicken, I think so. We are coming almost at the end of our session. We are hitting 1 hour also. So a lot of traders nowadays, and I really wanted to, put this out. And when I started out, I used to get influenced by the big Twitter M2M screenshots. किसी ने 15 लाख बना लिए, किसी ने 50 लाख बना लिए, किसी ने 70 लाख बना लिए. और मैं अपना हिसाब लगा रहा हूँ, अरे यार मेरी सैलरी तो इतनी है, अरे ये तो एक दिन में बना लेते हैं. Now that's a good inspiration can backfire on you. Okay, that's a good inspiration can backfire on you. What do I mean by that? आपने देखा कोई 70 लाख बना रहा है, लेकिन उसका कैपिटल 7 करोड़ का है.
Yes.
वो खाली 1% बना रहा है. जब भी आप 70 लाख देख रहे हो, आप अपने 50,000 या 2 लाख या 5 लाख या 10 लाख के इन्वेस्टमेंट पे सोच रहे हो कि मैं 70 लाख कैसे बनाऊं. And that is the problem with all the traders who are, when we did this promo video, and I'm sure a lot of viewers have viewed that promo video, कि only 10% of the traders are successful, 90% of them are not, because we get wrongly influenced by the lot of wrong things. Now, if you talk about the scaling up, this is a very interesting story about how do you scale up. There is a guy called Milo in the ancient Greek. Okay, वहाँ पे एक कंपटीशन होती थी बुल को लिफ्ट करने की. मतलब जो बड़ा बुल होता है उसको लिफ्ट करो, और जो लिफ्ट करके चल सकता है इज द विनर. So everybody started like lifting the full bull. Okay, but then this guy is like a puny guy, like is like a this guy like me. And then he started, he said okay, I cannot lift the full bull, let me go and lift the calf. Okay, let me lift the calf. So what he did was lift the calf and just roamed around the city. He just roamed around the city every day because he cannot lift the full bull. Okay, so he just lifted the bull, went around the city again and again. Every day the bull, the small calf, started becoming bigger and bigger. This little calf started getting bigger, but this guy also started gaining the strength. Okay, and this bull became like a full-fledged bull. This bull became like a full-fledged bull. But in the meantime, that puny little guy Milo became very powerful, and everybody started lifting the full bull. But whereas ये बंदा छोटा काफ लेके पूरी 6 महीना चलता रहा, so he never realized that he was lifting a bull because he got used to it. Same thing a successful trader does is basically they don't look at the M2M other people. Whatever the money they have, they get comfortable with what their trading is all about. ठीक है? And I see a lot of nice comments. So with this, we are going to wrap up this session. What we are going to talk about is we are going to have a series of sessions, Shraddha and the audience. Not one day. Successful trader आपको बनना है, और आप जो देख रहे हो एक दिन में नहीं बनते. You have to take an effort in educating. आपको इंजीनियर बनना तो कितने साल काम करना पड़ा? Obviously, you 5 साल, then you worked somewhere, and then you became successful engineer.
Yes.
Not even engineer तो education करके भी बन गए, लेकिन उसके पीछे के बाद की भी मेहनत है आपकी, right?
Yes.
Same thing. We are going to talk about basics of technical analysis, where we're going to talk about technical analysis and trend analysis. We are going to talk about trend lines and channels, support, resistance, and these are going to come out very soon. Okay. We are going to talk about Elliott wave theory, multiple indicators, how do we generate signals, risk management, and trading psychology. And the last part where everybody, I'm sure, will be interested. Nobody's interested in studying. Everybody wants the ready-made food. So this is the, you may directly want to jump to this one and give me the fish. These are the strategies that I trade for myself, and that has helped me to become a profitable trader. So we are going to do this throughout the journey of our learning of technical analysis and to become a successful trader. Even after doing this, I'm not guaranteeing you that you will become a successful, but at least you will make an effort to become on the path to become a successful trader. So with this, I'm at the closure of my presentation. Again, I wanted to re-emphasize you today's presentation was not to tell you what to buy, what to sell, what to this thing. It was actually more about how you can learn about trading and how you can become successful. And this is the course that we are going to continue in the future Saturdays between 4:30 to 6:30.
Thank you so much, Vishal, for this wonderful session. And I'm sure that people are probably waiting कि उन्हें वो सीखने मिले कि जहाँ पर buy sell करने से पहले वो strategy सीख पाए. And I think I completely agree with you because knowledge is much more important. So I would like to ask viewers anything that you would like to ask Vishal, please do leave on the comment section. Even right now or post this webinar also, you can just drop down on the comment section. And definitely we will try to cover in our next upcoming sessions as well. So thank you so much, Vishal, for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you so much, viewers. लेकिन हाँ, याद से हमारे 5% चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना. Stay tuned for more updates, for more sessions with Mr. Vishal Mehta. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Yeah.